Question, have you ever been stranded somewhere and you're like, I don't know anybody who can jump me and I'm stuck in a situation? And you've probably seen some of these guys, these giant clunky ones that you can still jump your car off of, but who can carry that around in their vehicle conveniently? So AUTOONE has sent me this jump starter, and it seems to be pretty portable, as in the size is really not that big, and this, to my hand comparison, is all it is. And in order to simulate this properly, we're going to be starting this truck off of how this thing comes out fresh out of the box. Because I don't know about you, but I would not want to buy one of these and then when I go to use it, it just doesn't work. So we're gonna give AUTOONE a shot here, and I'll have this exact starter linked in the description so you can try it if it's successful. All right, so we're going to completely unbox this thing, and you see the plastic is still on it. Just gonna kind of rip it a little bit. Now look, it says we got a jump starter, the power bank so you can like charge your phone, and LED lighting, so that's kind of cool. Looks like you can do a lawnmower, motorcycle, dirt bike, smaller car, maybe a mid-size SUV, and then a truck. So here are some of the specifics and details and specifications that this come with. So we have a 44.4 watt-hour capacity, USB-A output, 12 volt starter voltage. We also have a USB-C if we want to do for like maybe a 15 plus iPhone or maybe something else that takes a USB-C. We even have a DC output, 16.8 volts and then 10 amps. So like I said, this is exactly brand new out of the box. I have not opened this just yet. So we're seeing it for real time for the first time. So a cool little package, gives you a little handle. I guess if you want to use that. Personally though, it's in the way of the zipper. All right, so it looks like we plug this thing into the jumper itself. Give you a little quick guide to, I guess, how to jump start. Shows you like the diagram of the product itself right here. Then we have more packing lists. We got some more specs here, operating instructions, and then maybe some troubleshooting. We got our USB-C cable right here. And here we go. Here's the product itself. So it looks to be, this is where you stick that other piece. Yep, this piece goes into there for the starter. We have our output 1 and 2. As we can see here, output 2 is the output 5 volts. Down here, number 4, and then the output 1 is number 5, where it says output QC 3.0. Then we have our DC output here and in for our USB-C. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn it on real quick. It looks like it has a full charge. Trying to figure out how to turn this LED on. Now let's say you catch yourself in a bind, right? Let's say it's dark outside, your phone's about to die, and you need to jump your car. So we already see here, we got 3 lights. And 3 lights, it is on 75%. But like I said, I need to charge my phone. So I'm gonna grab this little cable that they give you. I'm gonna plug it into one of these 2 ports. I said it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna plug it into one of them, don't matter. I'm just gonna plug it into 2. I'm at USB-C right here. So now I'm just gonna plug it into my phone. Just like that. And then they said when I press the button here, it will start charging. And as you can see now, my phone is starting to charge. But let's say I need to turn the flashlight on. You just press and hold this middle button here for 3 seconds. And there it goes. And it says you press it shortly again, it does SOS. And if you just hit it again, so here we go, there's your strobe. And if you go back to normal, one more press. It's actually not too bad. We're in broad daylight right now with 2 additional garage lights, and you can see it illuminating a little bit. I'll put a clip up right here of me using it at night. Hold that button down 3 times. There's that flashlight. Let's turn this light off here. Oh, that ain't too bad. If I need SOS. Just a strobe. Sorry about that. And back to normal. Not too bad. Hey, what you doing in there? Hey, get off my seat. Don't be touching my seat. But now, if you want to turn it off, just same. Hold the button for 3 seconds. It goes away. All right, so we read here, the jumper cable must be connected to the jumper starter first and then to the positive and negative poles of the car. So this has to go into this first before you connect it to your car, which makes sense. So now we've seen this thing. It's on 75% out of the box. It's charged my phone. I've used the flashlight. Now let's go see what it can do to the truck. Now the battery on my truck is fine. It's perfectly fine. I replaced it last year. So to simulate this, I'm actually going to go ahead and disconnect the negative and then the positive terminals, connect this up to it and start it that way to see how it can sustain the charge. Now before we do this, Well, it has these 3 rules on here where it says if the green light is blinking, the jumper cable is connected to the jumper starter is right. It's ready to go to the battery. So right now, inside here, you can see that it's flashing. So it's probably telling me, hey, I'm ready to go, connect me to the car. Now, before I got started on testing this product out, I actually just read the warning label. Number 9, before use, make sure that this unit is 100% fully charged, right? But it says here in 10, when the battery power of the unit is less than 10%, do not use the jump starter as that will damage the unit. So even though it says make sure the unit is 100% fully charged, what if you're in our case, let's say you're in a bind, right? And you just bought this out of the box and you're like, I need to get this vehicle started. I don't have time to charge it. I don't have a way to charge it. I need to use it now. We're going to simulate that now with the 75% and it being right out of the box. So I don't want to be fake or anything, and I don't want to promote a product if it's like it has to be ideal conditions. We need things to be realistic whenever things aren't going so well in the world, right? I want to see how many times I can start with this unit on my full-size Sierra with her 5.3. So she's got a bit of a oomph to get her going. Let's see what this thing can do. All right, so we see here, we have negative battery disconnected, we have positive battery disconnected. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and connect the negative here, just like that. All right, now we're on to the positive. Now I'm looking at the light here, and you see it's bright. That means we're ready to go. So I'm gonna go in the truck now and see what happens. Starts the truck right up, and it's still going off this battery pack. I'm gonna go shut the truck off. Wait a minute, we'll do it again. I'll go ahead and disconnect them. Just like that. Now the warning label does say to wait 60 seconds and don't start it more than 3 times. I'm not gonna do 3 times, that's like a little unnecessary, but we're gonna do at least 2 to see how strong this unit can be. Because let's say your battery just goes bad and it dies, and you stop somewhere and you turn the car off because you thought the alternator charged the battery, and it didn't, so now I gotta do it again. So let's see if we can do it 2 times, back to back. Watch me do it. We still got our negative connected over there. See if it, all right, just move to our positive. Just went bright green, it's ready to go. Now I'll show you what I see here. Let's stick the key in here. We got power from it. Let's try it again. Here she goes. You can see it's giving me a couple things because I disconnected the battery there, but yeah, you can see it. She's up and running. Just disconnected this thing right here, the jumper cable pieces. Let's see what we're at here. And we are somehow still at 3 bars, even though I jumped the truck off 2 times. So we still got our flashlight. If I hold it down, good to go there. Let's say my phone needs to be plugged in. Let's go ahead and do it all live right now. Grab my phone off my little stand here. I'm gonna plug it in. Oh, plug it. Grab it, and it says charging up here on the top. See it up there charging? Good to go. And not only just jumped my truck twice, it's charging my phone. I need the strobes to come on, or I need SOS to come on. So I've got SOS going, my phone's charging, my truck's charging because I just jumped the battery, and we still got 3. This is actually the charging cable for this box as well. So you just plug in right there, plug this guy in, just like that. Now we're gonna plug it into the side of my toolbox. And then down here you see I have 2 USB ports in my toolbox. Let's go ahead and just stick it in one. And now we are charging. It's getting ready to go. But I actually have a longer USB-C. This is for my my JBL speaker. I just keep it out here because I use my speaker all the time. I'm actually gonna trade them here, and we're back to charging using another USB-C cable. All right, you guys, that's gonna wrap this video up. Really hope you did appreciate it and enjoy it. Big shout out to the guys at AUTOONE for sending me this unit. I mean, it's honestly pretty remarkable how something so small can do all these different things, not only with the flash and the charging, but just being able to start up a whole V8 2 times back to back. So I think you should be good with this thing. I know that some people might have actually these kind of modules. This is one of my roommates.
And they were roommates.
Oh my God, they were roommates.
But you got more jumpers on the back. But I mean, this, if you're just trying to keep this versus this guy, you can put this literally like in your door, under your back seat, wherever you want to put it. Hell, even your glove compartment, it don't matter. One thing I did note though, I was doing some research on these modules, and some people say that sometimes the lithium, if it gets hot enough, can catch on fire. I'm not with that. So I recommend if you do have this, put it somewhere that's semi-shaded. So I'm putting mine under my back seat. I think it'll be fine. Summer's kind of coming to an end here as fall approaches, so hopefully it won't get too hot. But yeah, for the future, I'm gonna keep this in a very shaded spot, so hopefully it doesn't blow up on me. As you can see here, this is where I'm gonna be keeping mine at. So I already have like my little plug-in air compressor here. So I'm just gonna sit him right here. And it's kind of like everything that I need out of this truck. I got my gym bag, air compressor for tires, starter, got my amp here, more jumpers, little socket set. So yeah, we're all good to go if anything ever happens. I get a flat or a dead battery, I'm all set. You see that right there? Driven by faith. Ooh. All right, guys, that's gonna wrap this video up. If you want to, go ahead and head over to AUTOONE.com. I'll put the link in the description below and grab you one of these for pretty cheap. It's not too bad, actually. It's a good deal. And as always, guys, thanks for watching so much. I do appreciate every single one of you for checking it out, and for AUTOONE for giving a guy this module here. As always, you can like, subscribe, do whatever you want to do. It is your choice. You're loved by Jesus and myself. We'll see you next time. Peace out.